Guys, I know a lot of you guys have been wondering and asking me, how did I improve my bachata dancing so quick and so well? Lately, I've been getting a lot of compliments, especially from followers, saying things like, wow, that was the most amazing dance of the night, amazing, that was a great dance. And I'm so grateful because I'm revealing to all of you guys today my secret weapon, and that is Rihanna.
Hello.
Rihanna is an incredible teacher. Not only does she hail from Europe, but her training is so incredible that she brings that to her classes. She literally kicks my butt. But I have to say, it's worth every minute because she is a very giving teacher. She's very generous with her tips that she gives. She's not easy, but I'm not looking for easy. I'm looking to get better. I'm looking to level up. I want to be the best leader that I can be for my followers. And Rihanna, from all the teachers that I've had, I have to say, has so far been my favorite because of what she puts in, because of what she offers, and every time I'm learning something new, and it's something practical that I can actually apply right away on the dance floor. And the other thing that I have to mention is that she doesn't make the moves super complicated. She's not about a lot of movements, like a lot of complicated. What is the line you usually say, that you don't like patterns?
Yes, I do not like patterns. I don't like the setup kind of movement. I like flowy transitions and like creativity that still feels comfortable.
Yes. So that's what I love about Rihanna, among other things. The other things is that she allows me to express myself and bring my inner artist out. I'm no longer like, oh, I gotta get all my 10 patterns that I know in. It's about feeling the music, connecting with my partner, and really milking each move, right? You guys are gonna be watching some of my training today and from the other day. I'm a little bit embarrassed because there's always room for improvement, but I'm so grateful because you'll see exactly why Rihanna is such a great teacher.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I appreciate all the kind words that you've said.
I mean it sincerely, and I hope that people get to experience you as a teacher, because having had so many different teachers in the last few years, I really got to compare and contrast my experience with them. And not to take anything away from them, they were all amazing teachers, but you have this unique way of teaching, which is not only professional, fun, very detail-orientated, if I can say that. And it actually feels like a workout. By the time I'm done, I'm like, wow, I feel like I pumped weights or something, and I did some cardio. It's a great feeling. So thank you for being my teacher.
Well, you're welcome. Thank you for being my student. Thank you for entrusting me with your development and your progress.
Absolutely. May I ask you some questions?
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
So what I wanted to know is, what drives your teaching philosophy?
I think I remember myself starting bachata, and I felt very lost in a way because bachata is quite different from all the other styles, right? And I didn't know what is it that I have to start first, because there's partner work, there's floor work, there's like all of those like things that compose bachata. So thinking from that time, now, whenever I teach someone, I try to give out concepts that build up a little puzzle, so you know that so this is the foundation, here's the puzzle. Then we go up, there's another thing going on, and there's like a little tower, I think, going up. And the main philosophy that I try to project is that dancing is fun. It's fun, and it doesn't have to be excruciatingly painful, right? If you
Although it can
doing
be.
well in the process, yes, but if you know what you're doing and you have like a plan, it's just gonna make it so much easier.
Yes.
And I think I'm just trying to drag that, as you said, that artist out of the people, because I don't like when 10 people do the same things. They feel the same. No, you're a different person, you have a different story. Your body movement is different. So I try to make you your best version, I think. So that's pretty much it. Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm curious now, because you've just transitioned from Toronto to Montreal.
Yeah.
What are your aspirations for your dance career? What are you looking to do?
Honestly, I think I would love to start teaching ladies style classes, because It's such a unique energy when girls are bonding and we're doing those very feminine moves, and there's this energy flux going on, and I
Sure.
think it's very empowering for women. But mainly, I think it's just about putting my name out there for people to know. I just like to share my passion. I want people to see me and hopefully enjoy what I'm doing. So I think that's a good start for now. To just like show what I can do to people. And
Absolutely. Well, we're very fortunate to have you here in Canada because I feel like you're just getting started. Many people haven't seen you or know of you yet, but once you guys see her dance, if you get a chance, definitely ask her for a dance. She's an amazing dancer. She's a quality dancer. And the way that you'll know that she's really having fun is when she does that finger thing. I saw her doing that with one leader, you know who you are. That's when she's having a really good time. But it's amazing seeing Rihanna dance because it's really like a work of art in motion. And I'm not just saying that because she's my teacher, but because both my partner and I really appreciate watching her because she brings a unique style. She gives it her all, but it's almost like it looks effortless. Although now that I've gotten to know her, there's a lot of years and years of disciplined training behind what has led up to her dancing the way she does now. Is that correct?
I would say so. I think dancing is pretty much we make effort look effortless. We make hard look easy. And I think when you're at that level, it means you've done something right. It's when you look at you and they think, oh, well, this looks so good and she looks so relaxed. But the moment they try doing it themselves, they're like, oh my gosh, there are like a jillion muscles that are working at the same
Right.
time, all the coordination. So
And what advice would you give to followers? What are some things that you see on the dance floor? Sorry, first.
Leaders,
What are
okay.
things that you see leaders doing that they might think is great, but you as a follower, as a teacher, are like, man, I wish they could just know this.
Yeah.
What would that be?
I think a first thing that I should mention is definitely tact. Every dance is supposed to be personal. Unfortunately, what I see a lot on the dance floor is people learning fancy moves, and even if they do them correctly, sometimes they're so distracted, they're in their head trying to keep it up, to make it so good that they're not dancing with you as a partner. They're not looking you in the eyes. They're like, there's no, as I say, energy flux, right? And it just feels very disconnected. So please, guys, before you start doing fancy moves, learn how to connect. Because I'd rather have a simple dance that was like very emotional and the partner was very present. I'd rather have that than a crazy pattern or something.
That's great advice.
And the second thing, I think it's about attention. Every movement has to be intentional. Don't do something just because you think it's cool. There has to be a story. There has to be a connection to the previous move. You have to know why you're doing it. It's like a communication. It's like a
Yes.
conversation. I'm not going to say apple in the middle of the conversation just because I like the word, right? So it's
Right.
that. But it's a tricky
Yeah.
advice,
It has
but
to be within context and it has to flow one into the other.
Yes.
That's great advice. What about for followers? Because I know you also teach followers. What advice would you give them? What do you see them as doing as common mistakes?
oh, common mistakes is girls, lady styling is not only about your pretty arms. Lady styling is how you stand on point and you look at your partner. If he's doing some crazy turns, for example, he's doing them for you. And please give him 3 seconds of appreciation. Don't move, look at him, enjoy that. That's lady styling. It's your, my favorite phrase, you as a follower, you should make every man feel like God at that time for those 3 minutes when you're dancing with him. And I think that's the art of it.
That's
Because
beautiful.
it's very easy to be selfish. And I think considering the nowadays trends with the individualistic approach everywhere, yes, I think that sharing some time and appreciating other people is very important. So I think that's the top.
I like that's some really, really poignant advice because if I think back to my favorite followers, even in international dancers that I've danced with, My favorite dances have been with those followers that were the most generous.
Yeah.
And by that, they made eye contact, they connected, they made me feel special. I was nervous as hell, I was shaking, but they made me feel comfortable. This was probably like their 20th dance of the night with a guy that's not their caliber, but yet they made me feel like a god.
Yeah.
So thank you to all those followers. And I feel like followers have their duty and leaders have our duty. As leaders, we have to keep leveling up, make sure we're respectful, make sure the follower's safe.
Yeah.
Lately, we've been seeing a lot of followers getting injured, fortunately. And I feel like we all share responsibility to make sure that it's a safe, welcoming, thriving environment for both followers and leaders.
Yes, I agree with your words.
Yeah. Is there any last words you'd like to share with the audience?
Guys, well, I'm really happy to be here in Montreal. I am sure I will enjoy my time here. Please feel free to reach out. I love dancing. I love teaching. I believe I'm fun. So yes, I'm just looking forward to meeting all of you.
Yeah.
Really.
I'm going to say a few last words if I may. See, if I haven't already emphasized this, Rihanna is an incredible teacher, an incredible follower, but she's also great at teaching followers herself. So she's helped my partner level up, she's helped me level up, and although I'm sad that she's come to Montreal, I've come all the way here just to have lessons with her. That's how good she is. So if you haven't tried out a lesson, you owe it to yourself. Book a lesson today before she gets booked up, because guys, she gets booked up, and now that this video is going to be out there, now that she's in Montreal and people are spreading the word that she's here, it's going to be crazy. And I hope that you come back and visit us in Toronto, because we miss you like hell.
Yes, I will, of course.
Thank you so much for this interview, and let's get started with the
Thank you for your time.
lesson. You're welcome.